heck was that? Okay. Good. Need to connect. All right, everybody. All right. Got this in the way. Gotta move that out the way. So, we're going to pick right up where we left off. I told you in last video I will put the stepper motors on, and I did that. And then we'll continue on from that part that we left off from before we get to the bed. But let me pull it up. All right. Here is our Ender NG. We had to get some 10mm long screws for the bed. We got those. But right now, I'm going to go back to the stepper motors and try and finish that part. So, I don't know if you can see. Let's go back. Bed. Go back to the steppers. All right. Here. Ooh. So, get out the way. So with the steppers, we put the steppers up there, and if you can see on this side right here, we're going to put the fans on. I believe they are 40 by 20 fans. We had those over there with the adapters to hold them up. So I'll switch the camera angle. All right, so like I said, I got screws. I shaved them down in order to get. They wanted 25 mil. We had 25 mil M3s, but they just wasn't fitting all the way through. So I shaved them down to 27, and now they're holding up. All right, so we got that. What we're gonna do now is grab these adapters for the bottom to hold the fans in place. So I think we need. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place the fan in here, put this adapter on top to close it, and then use some M3 by 35s to screw them into place up here. We'll grab the fans. You guys know how to do it. I misplaced the fan somewhere, but I'll find them. Let's see. Those. Here. Very nice. We do have the fans. All right, here you go. Module. Bed. And we're looking for the fans. Swear it should keep everything together. Alright. These M40 by 20, they look like that. Let's see, where are these fans? 40 by 20. These are like 40 by 10s. Fans are a bit thicker than this. It might be. I doubt it, bro. 20s are almost an inch. Yeah, these are the 10s, 40 by 10s. Big to be done. Let me check over here. Alright, so what we got going on over here. This is our stepper motor for our, this is the big fan for the side fan. Mini heat module. Fans. Fans over here. So you know what? I didn't get 40 by 20s. I didn't get 40 by 20, so we'll skip this part. I gotta order those. I don't, like I said, I don't remember seeing those fans anyway, so. All right, so what we'll do is, we'll go back to the bed. We were about, at this part, 10 millimeters. You guys can't see that, but I'll try. If you can see behind the printers, 10 mil screws. They go there. I'll flip this bed around, put these back in here, and I'll order some 40 by 20s. Like I said, I don't even remember ordering those fans. I knew I needed them. Should have got them. Put this out of the way. Those, what's under there? Okay, just in case. Okay, so we gotta put some 10 mil screws here, here, the directions. We need 3 here, 3 here, and 3 along here. So these are the 10 mil. Crack these open. These aren't the regular hex, so they're, these aren't the regular hex screws, they're Phillips head screws, but they are 10 mil, M3 10 mil. And take out the ones that I put in when I'm done with those. Get a hex drive, Phillips head drive. Take this out. Put the Phillips on, 10 mil. Let's line them up. I'm not going to tighten these all the way. I want to make sure the bed is adjusted. So that's in there. Another 10 mil right here. Back that out, that feel like going in crooked. Straighten that up. Okay, it's not any tight, but it's in there. cool, that's in there. It's in place. It's in place. That's where the bag goes to. Gotta take that. The ones that I put in there already, I gotta take them out. Put these 10 mil in there. Got the hex. What size are those? That's not it. Yep, that's it. And this right here was a regular Ender N3. We are turning it into a Core XY high-speed printer. Name of the project is called the Ender N3. The Ender 3 NG, and this is the 1.2 version. I'm converting it to Core XY. Dropping screws all over the place, man. Cool. So I said this was trash. I just didn't learn how to use it. This isn't really a trash thing. It doesn't have that much torque as much as I wanted to have on it. But if you hold the button down while you're screwing in, it's like a ratchet type of thing. The pressure bounces you right back. Is that not threaded? I forget to thread this hole. You know what? I don't think that hole is threaded. Let's see. It is not. You come out. See if it's threaded. Yeah, it is threaded. The thing is, it's just not going deep enough. See if we got one that's a bit longer. We got a 12 mil. Hopefully this 12 mil is settle into place. On out. Not that, it really does have to be threaded a bit better. M4s or M3s? These are M4s, right? That ate enough of it. What did I do with my tool? Put it down over here, did I? One of my little magic tricks, man. Put that tool down somewhere and it disappeared immediately. See, you guys see it? Retrace my steps with that thing. Okay, we'll just use this. That's amazing to me, like how I lose things right in my face, and it's probably just sitting right in my face, but I gotta put like some neon coloring on everything that I have here. It's all right. Let's grab something from here. I don't want to stall too much on this. So I'm going through the M4. I might have to make this an M5 piece. Cut through them. Really don't want to do that, but I might have to. This is the M5 bit. Do I have an M5 by 10? Let's look before I even do this. I do. It's kind of big. M5 by 30. M5 by 12. This is crazy to me. Let's see if this M4 by 12 goes in there. I mean, the bed seems stiff enough. It's just, I don't want any problems, because if it's uneven, yeah, these M4s don't fit. So I gotta make this an M5 piece. Sorry, babe, but we're gonna have to do this to you. And I know it's not calling for it, but I don't want anything, nah, not yet. Not yet, Brent. We're going to get it there, though. Retap this hole to an M5. I hope it doesn't throw off the weight. If so, you know, we can get another plate. And I don't have the battery charged, so let's think. So we just made that an M5 hole. Get rid of that in a second. M3s, I'm gonna see if this fits first, because we do have an M5 by 10 in here. This is it right here. No. The screw bit head is too big for this hole right here. So I gotta go with a we got this too long. Got an M3. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's a fun project with the kids. I wish my kids were into it, but they just let me be to my own ventures. M5 by 12. And and if this becomes an issue, I definitely can shave this down. I don't think it will be. Nothing really sits flat against the build plate. It's gonna have the silicone spacers in between anyway, so you know. Okay, that's the piece that I'm missing. Let's get you in there. Put my screws back over here. Get them out the way. Put this through. See, now you're not gonna fit. Let's grab this right here. You fit right here. Use you. Left my tool. I know exactly where I left it too. Ah, you're what I'm looking for. And this is definitely all right, Brent. Oh no, it's a self-source kit. It's a self-source kit, T. This might be too long. Let me take this one out. That 12 mils is very long. Let me try the 10 mil. Force it to push the filament out. Let's go. Are you the right size? Yep, this is you. Catching anything. So I'm gonna step it up to a 12 mil from here. See if I can get it in there. Yes, in the 12 mil core. It's a little bootleg, but at least it's in there. All right, we got the plate on. Now we're gonna attach the bed fan. So with the bed fan, we need, make sure I have them in there. So with the bed fan, we're gonna need 3 M3x10 screws. Pull up this other screw, dropping stuff over here. You guys can't really see it, but I'll move this out the way. So drop this down right here. Don't do that, please don't break. All right, so with the bed fan, we're gonna attach the 60x15. We got those in there. It's just made to once we do the enclosure, to evenly spread the air from the bed throughout the chamber to keep the chamber heated consistently. we're going to need the two washers, the M3 washers right here to fill in the space for the bed plate, and we need 3 M3 by 10 screws and the actual fan. Plus we have the bed fan, the 6015 already pre-installed. Already pre-installed the heat inserts, so it's 3 M3 inserts. So let's get to that. Bring this back up. I think we should sit it like this. All right. Yeah, this I think T, the biggest challenge for me is really just the time. I'm pretty sure if you had a consistent day and a half, you can knock this all out within a day and a half. And like a parts thing, I would say study the bill of material very exclusively. That way, you know, when you're coming down to certain parts, you don't have to stop the order room and stuff like that. So just the prep work, and you know, I know that's more on me than the actual build. See, like even with this right here, you know, if I would have kept it consistent to what because the instructions to this is phenomenal. The instructions to this is phenomenal. It's almost like it's an existing 3D printer. You know, RH3D, they did their best to make it as fluid as possible. And in their sections, as far as printing the 3D printed parts, their sectioning is kind of like organized too. So what I'm saying all that to say, if I would have just separated all my 3D printed parts by what they had in the sections, I wouldn't be going through like, oh well, let me find this, and you know, I think I got a fan here. See, and like I said, we'll go back to the stepper motors. I did order the stepper motor fans. See, they were in a totally wrong position of where they should have been at as far as my materials printed. So like even with the bed, they're supposed to, these parts right here are the inserts that go into these holes right here. They actually fall, I'm sorry, I think they fall like in here like this, and I had them, but now they're just all over the place. So I would say the biggest challenge in building this is me. Right now, even with that being said, these parts, and I know I had the parts because I fit the parts into place, and when I do that, I should just put the stuff right back. But like I said, I can make things disappear easily. Check the hair. Okay. Let's check in here. We'll check in here one more time. There's one, and I think that's the one I just put in there. Build plate, that's one. This one goes, this will go right here. And then there's two more. I've checked in here a bunch of times, so I'm almost sure they're not in here. Yeah. Hey Brecken, how you doing? Yeah, it's just, you know, this part's just going definitely by the BOM. And this is the part that's frustrating. Not unless it fell in here. No, it did not. Before, every time you know, I don't, like I said, because I guess somewhat I can't stay true to doing everything off camera, because a lot of the times, you know, I'm going directly where we left off, and I need to prep for this stuff. This stuff is, these three pieces, and they're very small pieces, and I'm hoping that, you know, as we were building, they didn't fall, because that'll be an issue too. So it looks like with that being said, I'm going to have to print those parts over again. So now that we found the fan, let's go back to the other side and finish what I originally wanted to show you guys in the first place. All right. And maybe as we're doing, and maybe Siri, and maybe as we're doing that, maybe that'll pop up. So with the fans, like I said, you have these adapters to hold the fans. We are going to install these 40 by 40 by 20 fans. They're meant to cool the stepper motor. They're meant so you can up the run current on the stepper motor to make it move as fast as possible. So the fans will keep the stepper motor extra cool. So what we're going to do is install this. Let me run back to the instructions. So we're going to install the fan and make sure that the fan is facing the stepper motor to cool it off. I want to pinch it. Okay, that's in place. We'll install the spacing adapter. I can go down some more. All right. right, so that's in place. Install the spacing adapter. And that wire is blocking it from lining up. Let's see if we can get that out. Get in the crevice. We'll run the wire through here. Honestly, let's run the wire through the bottom because it is getting in the way. We'll run the wire through the bottom. Pull it out of there. Gotta be careful with that because it will break the solder plus and minus connection. And we are going to use 4 M3x5 screws. Four M3x35 screws. I have them right here. So 35. Go up through the bottom. Get it through there to connect. Found my bit for it. All right, looks like you work. Going through, let's get a longer screw. I don't think that was an M3x4. There we go. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. A little. Hey, what's up, Jean Felix? Yeah, I'm a little frustrated. You know, I'm losing things. So we'll get that in there. Straight. Okay. See if I can get this one in here. Right here in there. Which means I'm just going to have to do this one by hand. You're in there. You're in there. And I'm wondering, is there a specific orientation? Let's find out. Because it's not lining up at all. Okay. It might be. And it looks that way, yes. It's a specific orientation for it to line up. So just be careful of that. Last one, I know one dropped somewhere, but we got him. We got him. These DIN rails are stopping me from going straight up. So this right here, this is the cooling system for the stepper motor. What's up, Bob? All right, let's make sure we're tight here. Good. Good, good, good. All right. So now we got up the run current on our X and Y axes to, you know, give us a little bit more speed, a little bit more push. One thing I have to figure out with this is, where am I going to put that at? I was thinking more of, you know, when you run your 3D printer and the motherboard fan kicks on, the cooler motherboard, I was thinking about splicing it or connecting it into that wiring when I actually, you know, hook up the wires and stuff like that. But then again, I was thinking about connecting it to the hot end as well, because, you know, the hot end fan will be running when the stepper motors are moving. So if you keep it, let me turn this off, I'm sorry about that. So if you keep it cool the whole time as the hot end fan is running, maybe you won't have that issue as far as like the fans running too much or not turning on when they're supposed to at all. Hey, Fozzie. Is it Fozzie or Fozie? So let's connect these now. Like I said, it's going to be a specific orientation that it goes, and that is it right there. Alright, check here. in. Alright, so you're wrong. Both of our X and Y axes have a cooling system going towards them. Alright, so that's that. I still am a little concerned on why I can't find my my screws for the blower fan, for the the build plate blower fan. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself with that, man. But let's see. All right, I know you guys can't see that behind me, but let's see where we're at. We got that connected. We got that connected. We're not going to do the WAGO connectors. I'm going straight to the motherboard from the hot end. I guess right now, just to move along in the process till I reprint those parts, I'll just attach the build plate for right now. So we'll turn this around so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'll let you see the back. So we'll just attach the build plate. All right, I'll worry about the fan later. That's an easy takeoff. You don't have to take 1,000 things apart in order to Thank you. Yeah, so we don't have to take 1,000 things apart just to put those on, put that fan on. So I'm just going to continue on so that we're not stopping anything. All right, let's get that right there. Cool. All right, so let's attach the build plate. I got it right here. This is the old Ender build plate. Let me take off this. This flexible sheet. Clips. We got the screws at the bottom, and we have our silicone inserts that we're going to place on the screws. Drop that down for right now. Ah man, I've been working on this thing. I think it's like 3 weeks now. I was trying to get it done in a week, but you know, it's just a timing thing. So I had to, you know, break it up into different parts. So I put the silicone mounts on around the screws. Do that for you guys to see. Alright, let's turn it over because I'm gonna have to take this support off of the cord. It goes on there. The screw just dropped. So we'll put that up through there. All right. There, and you here. What dropped? Something dropped. Oh. I guess it's not holding as much pressure as I thought. So. You're consistently dropping in the same place. All right, so from this point, I'm gonna sit it on the build plate. Let me take this off. I'm not worried about that. I just want to take this plastic part off because we have an anchor for the wire. Okay. Those are gonna come out. Alright. Take this off. Not really concerned about them right now until I actually try and put this on. All right, so we're gonna put these on, sit them right over their holes. Cool. And this one, cool, in there. All right, they're in there. This wire, the hot end wire, and the actual connection to the power source for the heat bed. I'm sorry, hot end heat bed. It goes through here. We're gonna put our wheels on. We got those right here. Make sure we went all the way through. Wow. Let me see if these screws are longer. I might have to use a different screw. So if you go in here, yeah, these screws are longer. All right, that's going all the way through. That's good. All right, I'm gonna just use those two for the front because you got so much room at the back and the bottom over here because it doesn't go through the actual the arms. Got that one on. Alright, let's put this one on. You're on there. All right, cool. You're on. Minus one. on, big guy. Don't give me the last one, drama. There we go. All right, so now we got the heat bed on. Bet. That screw's falling all over the place. All right. All right. So now, what we got next? The belts. All right. So we're gonna start to run our belt. Get that above my A1. So we're gonna start to run our belt on this side. Right here. And then we're gonna run it through the whole enchilada. So we're gonna run it through the hot end mount, through the sides. This belt will be the X-axis belt that we're gonna start off with, I think. Yeah, this is the X-axis belt we're gonna start off with. So let's make sure we pay attention and do our thing. I'm sorry. All right, so let's grab the belt. Just right here. I think it's 2 belts in here. Let's get them out. This came with the kit. This is a it's a 1.5 meter belt for the GT2 gears. So 1.5 meters is roughly 4 feet, 4.5 feet, almost 5 feet, I guess. So that isn't for this one, I'm pretty sure. I hope I don't have to cut this thing. All right. Here's 1 and 2. All right, so a little teeth grippers. That's what's gonna, if you can see it, I'm not sure if you can see it. That's what's gonna actually grab the belt. We're gonna put it through the rear. I'm gonna start here. Put the belt in first. See the way the teeth bite. All right, so it looks like this goes towards the back like this. Top one and bottom one. So this goes through, oh God. So this goes through here. That, right? Which means that the belt is going to face towards the back. The teeth are going to face towards the back. So this way. right. And this goes in this way. You guys can see it. No, I mean it's just a what's going on, T? Nah, it's just a you know, a modification to the Ender NG to make it a bit more, not a bit more, but you know, well, a Ender 3, you know, with certain modifications to itself like linear rails and stuff like that, it can be quite the efficient printer. You know, it's already efficient. It's just, you know, a bit slower, what have you, but you know, with linear rail modifications you can make it high speed. This is just changing it into a total core XY, so it's basically like a conversion type of thing. Nothing like a Ender derivative, but I mean a Voron derivative, but you can use because you know you're changing make sure I see where that landed. You're changing like motherboards and stuff like that. They do have modifications and adapters that you can 3D print to install the Voron stealth burner. So, you know, they do have the Voron in mind. God, I had it earlier. Let me come out from this way. This will give me more position than trying to go over the top. Just trying to get a little bit more of this belt in than I had, so that, you know, making sure it's not slipping when it actually starts to print. All right, so I believe that's it. I just don't want the belt to come through. All right, cool. Let me grab that other one. So now we're gonna run it. I gotta take the end of this. I think I'm gonna have to clip this when it's all said and done. So now we're gonna run it to the rear here. You guys see that? Yeah, the rear of this roller, the bottom roller. It's going to be the bottom roller. I'm going to pull everything through. I hope it doesn't twist right there when it gets there. Yeah, so it's basically just a project for high speed, making an Ender in 3 Core XY. I think the running the project, it was basically, you know, I guess the creator wanted a higher speed printer without having to buy a new one, and they went with the Ender to modify and change. But just in my honest opinion, it makes more sense if you want a higher speed printer, you want something like a K1, buy a K1. Because after, like I said, if you check out the bill of sale on all of this stuff, I'm gonna have to pull this out. If you check out the bill of sale on all this stuff, you're basically, you're spending more than that anyway. But the good thing about this is, like, you know, with the community that they built as far as the Discords and stuff like that goes, there's so many people making modifications to this thing that it'll be worth it in the long run if you're willing to do the build. You know, like after I finish this full build, eventually when I finish this full build, I'm going to, of course, put the enclosure on it. And then I am going to he created a multi-material unit for it. I'm going to build that as well. His multi-material unit consists of a 7-color change. I'm going to build it with a 6-color change. So once I'm done doing that, you know, I'll keep presenting this project as I go along. But yeah, so it's like exciting things with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's, if you're willing to build this project, you're able to make certain modifications and adjustments, and as they go along, and you know, you do your updates, you'll be able to keep up with whatever printer they bring out. If that makes sense. Okay. So I'm pulling it through there, making sure that's good. Okay. So that's the bottom. Now, we are going to go where? Through the front. Push this back so you guys can see and not step on this too much down here. So we're gonna pull it through the front right here. Just wanna make sure I don't have any bends in my belt. So I don't wanna miscut this belt. There is a distance that you need, but I don't wanna miscut it. So, guessing it comes out through here. Just gotta find this where I see that. So I guess it finds its way through there somehow. There's a space. So if I keep working it, I'll find it. Let me bring this down real quick. Yeah, there's a way to shoot out the side right there. So go back through there. So you come through here, go through the bottom, and you're supposed to be able to go out the side of this printer. There it is. So let me push this. So the other roller is there. Bend it that way. Something a little thinner. That might be the same thing. Something a bit flatter. So the belt has to go back through there. Thinner. Let's see. I want to use an X-Acto knife that might poke it. Let's use it. That has to take back there that it's not taking. I gotta kind of force it through. There you go. Maybe. Alright, we're gonna make this easy on ourselves. So what we're gonna do is take this out. adapt the bit that I need. I'm gonna take this out. Alright, you stay right there. Pull that out. It has to go that way. So I'm gonna wrap this around here. Push that. Let's see if you guys, if I can show you better in this angle. No, you're not gonna be able to see it. It's gonna be a bit far, but so right here, there's a slot that it has to go down in here. So I'm taking this. Hopefully I just didn't mix the cord up. I mean the belt. I'm gonna push it through there. And it's not a piece of filament right there. Try and get it through here. If there's a piece of filament stopping it, I really got to get rid of that because that'll mess up my motion. There's a piece of filament in here stopping me from moving. What I'm trying to do is clean it out. Right here, let me put this so you don't become an issue. Belt is a pain, man. I always heard that belts are a pain. No, they I bought cause I'm doing the ultimate frame. I bought these two. You can see this extrusion right here, which is I believe it was 300 millimeters. Two of these, 20 by 40 extrusions, and the one in the back that's going along the rear back there. This one is 350 millimeters. Come on, guy, get in there. This is gonna be a pain, you guys. See that now? Hoping nothing else has to run through something like this. Because this has to go through the body of this actual 3D print. And come out this side. like I said, this is because this print right here from the bridging, it's a bit stringy. Feels like it's going to be an issue. And I'm waiting for it to come out this side. I should have sanded this part down right here. Didn't pay attention to doing that. But it shouldn't touch that wall once I put this, because everything else is printed smooth, but it shouldn't touch that wall once I put the adapter on it. Wonder would it be a better idea to take this roller out and try and push this through. Let me see how far I'm getting. I don't know if I can even see that. I could use to stuff that in there other than my finger, because that is definitely not working. I can't even see anything coming through there, guys. Oh, it's coming around the other side. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if this works a little better. The kit, what time is it? 6:20. All right, so, all right, you guys see what I'm doing right here. I'm running this belt through. Looks like I'm gonna have to do some adjustments, probably take this part off, sand it down, or take the wheel out and run the belt through, then put the wheel back in. So I'll do all that. And as I'm doing that, what I'll do is create a video and cut the scenes. And as I'm continuing on with this, I'll play the video like half screen so you guys can see how I actually put the belt on. But I think I got to do some like sanding, and I got to take this roller off in order to get it to go out this way. But in the meantime, here's what I'll do. It's about to be some stuff that drops on the ground. I can see that. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, you guys watch me struggle enough. You don't have to watch me struggle through that. And you know, I explain the troubleshooting on that. So let me go here. So this is for you, Connor. These are the kits that they have, the official kits. So Fushi makes a kit, and this is for like the motion, a motion kit, I guess. So they'll sell the linear. You have the linear shafts to where you can get the 12 mil by 350 millimeter shafts that go through on the front of the printer, and the one that's in the back is 320 millimeters. That's that right there. That shaft pack itself, and these are AliExpress's prices. That's $65.48. All right. The bearings, because you'll need LM8LUU. You need 4 of those. You need 12 UU. You need 3 of those. These 4 are for the X and Y linear motion. These 3 are for the Z axis. Those 3 shafts. Those 3 shafts up there that, you know, that kit is basically based off of. So that's what these 2 right here, if you can see it, let me move it here. So these 2 right here are for the X and Y motion. This is for the X and Y motion. This is for the Z motion. All right. Then you're going to need a bunch of the bearings. These bearings right here, 695 2RS. Those are, I believe, the half bearings, like the half ones you put together. The one I was kind of just trying to force the belt through. Those are the half bearings. You're going to need 50 of those, and you're going to need 10 of the 6608 bearings, and those are for the Z-axis rods, those shaft rods. So, and maybe for the belt adjuster for the Z-axis. And that kit itself, let me go here. That kit itself is $49.05. So you can see that. All right. Nah, that's just for that right there. That's just for the kit right there. Then Funsor makes different kits for it. That other one, this upgrade bearings pack, I guess that's just for like if you do the if you're doing the 3 stepper motors on the Z-axis, so they can have, each rod has its own individual stepper motor that can adjust your build plate if it's off, you know, but it doesn't do it much. It's not a total correction. Like if your build plate's right here, it won't straighten it out like that because it is attached to one build plate. It's not like individual arms attached to different sides. It's attached to one build plate, so you're not going to be able to fix it like that. So it does do light tramming, so if you're off a bit, it will fix that. All right, but they say beware of that because it can cause some Z-axis jamming. Now Funsor makes kits too. Now Funsor makes their kits like, they make the whole kit for it. I mean, it's in individual prices, but if they make the whole kit, so we're gonna go through this. So they have for the screws, nuts, and all that stuff, the washer and heat inserts, that kit is $35.89. All right. For the pulleys, the bearings, the 695 and rollers and the 608 roller bearings, their kit is $178. And that comes with the belts and all that stuff too. For the electronics motion kit, so that's for like the blower fans to cool your motherboard, your Raspberry Pi, or whatever may have you that's going to sit on the back. Plus the DIN rails, if you see on this. Plus it has the DIN rails that's sized up that it will give you in the kit, right? So that kit comes out to $200. So right there with those 2 kits, if you go to Funsor way right now, you're at around somewhere close to $500. All right, or $450, something like that. Then your panels. If you want to do an enclosure, right? If you want to do an enclosure, you got to get, let me pull this up. It's not allowing me to pull it. I'm going to try and step out your way. So if you want to do an enclosure, you have to get the hardware pack for it, which are all the screws, the magnets and stuff like that, the heat inserts, what have you, for, you know, and the fans to stick on the enclosure. All of that stuff is there. I can't get any light on this thing, so I go back. There you go, stay right there. All right, so that's basically for the enclosure. You know, that's, if you want to get the full enclosure kit, here are your prices. That comes with everything to do the enclosure. That's $159. You can forget about the $135 and the $19.95. Just the $190, the $160, $160. So all together with the kits, these are the official kits that are in the bill of sale, the bill of material, I'm sorry. With the official kits, you're gonna spend somewhere around $600 and some change just for the kits. All right, then you have to buy the Ender. You can use the Ender N3. You just like I did, I used the regular Ender N3. I didn't get the Pro for this, but with the Ender N3, you're gonna have to look at when you print your actual parts. There's an adapter you have to put on there. This belt, man, I already got this belt attached. If you can see, I'm trying to see this red, this little red thing, that adapter, you're gonna have to put on there if you build it from an Ender N3, because the Y-axis extrusion has is only a 20 by 40 by 330 millimeters, if I'm remember correctly. So you're gonna have to put that adapter on there to turn it into a 40 by 40, 330 millimeter. And if you got the Pro Y-axis extrusion is already 40 by 40. So you won't need that adapter. If you're gonna do the ultimate frame, you gotta print the adapter pieces on the side. Which are these right here. I printed them out, but I didn't have to. You got to put them on the side of that extrusion because you want to extend it to 350 millimeters. So these are 10 mils. 10 mil, 40 by 40, 10 mil adapters that you put on the side in order to do the ultimate frame. For any of the Enders, if you're going to do the ultimate frame, you have to buy the 20 by 40 by 300 millimeter extrusions. You need 2 of those, and you have to buy a 350 20 by 40 350 millimeter extrusion, 2 of them for the ultimate frame. So it starts to get a bit pricey, so you'll get close to that 1,000. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think it's worth it, especially, you know, to sit here and do it. But like, you know, these live builds and stuff like that, I know a lot more guys who do live builds are way more, like they show way more efficiency because, you know, they're planning it. They have the materials to the side. I'm showing this live build as of me doing it. A lot of my tutorial videos, you'll see the video cut out, but you'll never see like me like, yo, where's my screwdriver? Like, you'll never see that. But, you know, this is the actual process. This is, you know, it does take me a lengthy amount of time sometimes, and you know, that's why it was kind of spaced between the video. But I just want to keep staying communicated with you guys as far as like, you know, and this is a great thing. I can speak to you. You know, I can answer. You can answer my questions. I can answer yours. T, if he's still on here, yeah, you said that's way too much money. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but I do believe it's a good investment for the printer that you're getting, especially with them, you know, making their updates. By the end of this printer, full enclosure, a 6 color change MMU, high speed printing at up to 500 milliseconds. I'm sorry, 500 millimeters per second. I think it's a pretty decent printer, and I don't think you're going over the 1000 mark. I think you might be right there. Anything else, you will buy the X1C, which will run you about 1500, 15 to 1600, 13 to 14 if they're having a sale. That $300 or $400 is cool. You could buy it, and you know, if you want to be efficient, run a 3D print business, that's fine. But if you want to actually learn the ins and outs of a printer, I think that knowledge is, you know, priceless to a certain extent. So, you know, because you'll be able to engineer it, and you know, T, I know you've been doing this a long time. I get you, man. I mean, if I get locked into a project, I'm usually like locked in, and you know, I'll get yelled at for the money that I spend and all this type of stuff, man. But you know, I usually get locked in. But you know, just to find out the aspects, like T, when you was talking to me the last time I was live, and just, you know, explaining, you know, the inserts that I was putting on, and that I need the bottom piece and stuff like that. Like you have that knowledge, you know, you pass it on to me. And you know, when I'm working on certain 3D printers, and you know, I'm stuck till I get it. Now I have that knowledge. Next time I'll be able to run through it, and if anybody has a question for me, I can answer it, you know. But I know I just rambled off at the mouth. This belt is being a pain in the So what I'm gonna do is take that part off. I'm gonna sand it down. I'll put the belt through, and like I said, I'll record that, so the next time I go live, I'll play it half the video and explain it as I'm doing it, and you guys can see it. That way, you know, we can still do this together. But it's something you really don't need to sit through. All right. So thank you for tuning in. Happy printing, people. I'll see you in the next video. You're right, T. All right, Bob. All right, see you later, T.